Hello everyone. Welcome to the SKR channel. You are probably wondering how the Skibidi toilet came to be, who its creator is, and why they play the popular Skibidi song. Well, today I will tell you the origin story of the Skibidi toilet. It all started in a town called Skibidi City, where people lived happily and spent their days in the usual way. But on one special day, a little boy named Nathan Hawthorne was born in this town. The celebration that followed was full of joy, and Nathan's family were very happy to have him. As Nathan grew up, he developed a passion for inventing new and fascinating things. He loved spending time experimenting and using his imagination to create strange and wonderful objects. But despite these extraordinary abilities, Nathan was not like other children. He was more withdrawn and preferred to spend his time reading science books written by great inventors of the past. At school, he was a child who did not communicate with his peers, was quiet in his desk all day, his grades were very good, and he was the best student in school. But on an ordinary day, on his way to the bathroom during a break, Nathan had a totally unexpected experience. After opening the bathroom door, he heard a strange sound that seemed to come from a toilet. Nathan was astonished and ran to tell his teacher about this strange event and to convince him to check the toilet. When the teacher arrived to check the toilet, everything was back to normal. Nathan was disappointed and left feeling that no one would believe him. His classmates found out about what Nathan had told the teacher and started laughing at him and making fun of him. He went home and told his parents everything that had happened, but they didn't believe him either, saying that he just seemed to have a vivid imagination since he was little. He couldn't get his mind off what had happened. During the night, he gathered all his courage and went into the bathroom to see if the toilet was okay. He looked at it and everything was normal. He stayed there for a few hours, but nothing had happened. Finally, he gave up and went to bed. In time, he forgot what had happened, and after growing up, Nathan became a young man with big dreams. He followed his passion for science and technology and graduated from college with flying colors. But one day, while approaching a bathroom, he experienced an event from the past. A human head rose from the toilet in front of him. Without daring to blink, he watched in amazement as human heads began to emerge from all the toilets around him. Both frightened and fascinated, Nathan began to ask himself questions. What were these manifestations? How could these toilets show people's heads? Nathan was overwhelmed by what he had seen. He tried to film the toilets with his camera phone, but they did not show up on the camera, as if they were ghosts. Then he realized that he could only see them, and that his goal was to discover the truth behind them. Nathan tried to find a way to communicate with them, but he couldn't touch them, and he couldn't talk to them. He traveled to various locations around the planet to investigate toilets shaped like human heads, revealing both huge toilets and unusual and unique designs. As he traveled to different parts of the world in search of these special toilets, Nathan began to discover subtle clues and signs, suggesting that these mysterious objects had a deeper meaning than he had imagined. On one of his travels, he found an old book in an obscure bookshop containing ancient legends and myths about human-headed toilets. According to these legends, Nathan learned that these toilets had a mysterious connection to the energy of the people around them. When people were kind and full of goodness, the toilets became smaller and fewer or not at all. But when people's badness enveloped the city, these toilets became bad and more bad. More precisely, they are created by the negative energy put out by people. You may wonder why only Nathan could see the Skibidi toilets. The answer is that Nathan was a special individual. He was born with an unusual energy, a neutral energy with zero value, that allowed him to perceive Skibidi toilets invisible to others. Thanks to this special energy, Nathan had the ability to observe and interact with the world beyond the limits of ordinary perception. Skibidi toilets were manifestations of a subtle dimension that intersected with our reality, but were overlooked by most people because of their lack of neutral energy. Nathan tried to share his findings with the world, but no one believed him. He was regarded as an eccentric dreamer, and this led him to set up a secret laboratory under his house where he would try to bring Skibidi toilets to life. There, he spent nights and days experimenting and perfecting special technologies and substances. After many years of hard work, Nathan succeeded in bringing to life the first Skibidi toilets, living toilets from which people's heads emerge and walk. They could sing and dance but could not speak. They listened to Nathan and respected him because he was their creator. He taught them to sing the song Skibidi Dope Dope Yes Yes, which became their signature tune. He spent a few years in the secret laboratory and created different toilets. Some were weak and some were stronger. The story didn't stop there. Nathan knew he had to help people understand these wonderful toilets and accept them in order to live in harmony with the world and not hide anymore. He made a plan to introduce them to the world. He organized a special event in the city center, inviting all the inhabitants to participate. He took some Skibidi toilets with them to present them to the whole city. When people saw the Skibidi toilets for the first time, they were surprised and amazed. But unfortunately, fear and mistrust took over. Nathan tried to explain the special connection between the people and the Skibidi toilets, but was met with skepticism and doubt. At that moment, an unexpected tragedy occurred. Many people panicked and reacted violently, making the Skibidi toilets feel threatened. In an explosion of fear, they attacked both Nathan and the toilets. Trying to protect themselves, the Skibidi toilets became defensive, and a full-scale fight broke out. As a result of this conflict, Nathan died, and the Skibidi toilets, sensing the loss of their creator and the dangers they were exposed to, became defensive and aggressive. A battle began between humans and these Skibidi toilets, and Skibidi City was turned into a battlefield. All the Skibidi toilet that were hidden in the laboratory were invaded by the human army trying to exterminate the Skibidi toilet, but they failed because without Nathan they became aggressive and won the battle. Everything went haywire, and they started attacking the whole city, eating people and bringing to life as many Skibidi toilet as they could, using the knowledge they learned from Nathan. After they finished with Skibidi City, they expanded and became all over the planet. People called it the Skibidi toilet invasion. That was the origin story of Skibidi toilet. And if you want the story of the camera-headed people, who created them? Why do they fight Skibidi toilet? Why do they have camera heads? Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. If you have any questions or theories, you can write them in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you will join me next time when I post the next video.